2023. I will not support my son to become Nigeria's president without restructuring. Pa Adebanjo, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Afenifere leader Chief Ayo Adebanjo has maintained that Nigeria may remain undeveloped if the country's constitution is not reviewed before the 2023 general election. He has also declared, if my son emerges as a presidential candidate of any political party, I will not support him if Nigeria is not restructured. The elder statesman also asked the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, to negotiate the structuring of a country before emerging as a presidential candidate. A statement on Wednesday quoted the socio-cultural group's chieftain said this during a bi-weekly meeting of the Yoruba Global Council tagged the platform. The Yoruba leader maintained that the Buhari regime had deliberately ignored the restructuring of the country, which was part of his central campaign mantra. Adebanjo, while making reference to the presidential ambition of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said he advised Bola Tinubu that before becoming the presidential flag bearer of the APC in the first place, negotiate the restructuring of the country. If my son emerges as a presidential candidate of any political party, I will not support him if Nigeria is not restructured. The Nigeria Constitution is fraudulent and imposed on Nigerians by the military government, he added. He clarified further that Afenifere leader's visit to Bola Tinubu when he returned from the United Kingdom was not about politics but to pay a solidarity visit to him as a bona fide Yoruba son. The Afenifere leader also lamented that some APC leaders promised restructuring during the 2015 electioneering but reneged on their promises after the election of President Muhammadu Buhari. He said, even those who came into office advocating federalism like Tinubu, Segun, Osoba, Bisi Akande, do you remember how they came into office under restructuring? They now say restructuring is not their priority. I implore you to invite Bola Tinubu, Segun Osoba, Bisi Akande and others to this platform as well. Ask them why they derailed. Advise them to persuade Muhammad Buhari to restructure Nigeria before 2023 elections. In 2021, Buhari telling me Nigeria's constitution is not negotiable. What a balderdash. What an insult. That is not the agreement we made with the founding fathers. The spokesperson for the Yoruba Global Council, Lere Amusan, had delighted the missions and vision of the group to Chief Ayo Adebanjo to include the restructuring of Nigeria, which can only be a palliative measure to solve many present challenges facing Nigeria today. Right now, people are in need of material gains, basic necessities of life, education, health, good roads and hospitals. And when these things are fixed due to more wealth redistribution, then we will have lesser fights about security, corruption, tribalism, and nepotism, Amusan added. Well, Pa Adebanjo has spoken. Sincerely, information getting to us was that the two great leaders, previous leaders, and the person of ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo said restructuring is what Nigeria needs. Restructuring is what Nigeria needs. And ex-president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said not just restructuring, Nigeria needs to have a dialogue. We need to come down, sit down, discuss. That discussion will now settle in, but will not be followed suit by restructuring. And sincerely, I go with it. You don't just come and say restructuring and do it. Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding. So for you to treat a wound, first of all, you're going to dress it and stop the bleeding. Then you can now say, okay, let's look at what, this is when I clean the wound and disinfect it, that you can now say, okay, then healing will now start taking place. Healing does not take place when the wound is still bleeding. No. Need to come together. All 6 geopolitical zones are going to be very, very represented. Not inviting only those who are agitating for secession. The Yoruba nation, the Biafra nation, no. Nigeria is bleeding. And in order to do that, dialogue is, you cannot sideline dialogue. You cannot. Information getting to us was that some CNG, I think some CNG came and they said, oh, they are going to amend the constitution and add the clause which said, you know, they need to secede, that there is nothing such as secede in the constitution. And I'm saying, why going to amend it for that cause alone? Why going to amend? If the constitution can be amended, let the 6 geopolitical zones sit down, discuss, have this, what is going to be the criteria? How is everybody going to be treated fairly with justice and equity? That is it. And when you discuss or negotiate this, then it follows suit by actions now. Then while the restructuring is going on, these people will still be represented very well. Then the restructuring, so that it will not be as if you restructure it and in the next 2 years, you know, it is found out that there is still justice, there is still no equity, and there is still no fairness. It is not going to be nice. It is not going to be nice at all. So what we need in Nigeria, the government knows. The mighty have spoken, the small have spoken. And I just wish that Nigeria, the present administration of Nigeria, will look at things, will take the suggestions, weigh it very well, and see how to put it to good news. A government that do not listen, according to ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo, that do not listen to its people is going to meet its doomsday. He said it. You are going to meet, there is no how you are going to say you want to do things without consulting your followers. Do you know how your leadership is affecting them? That he wants to tell you this thing is affecting us in the good way. This thing is okay. This thing is good. And this one is not bad. That is it. That he wants. But if you're only concerned about what you yourself as a leader wants, what you yourself as a leader, you know, likes, your policies, whether they are right for them or not, you do not care. I tell you, that kind of a government will continue to have problems because they are not really representing the people. And we in Nigeria here will practice democratic system of government, even though it is still being practiced just as it is being practiced on paper. It has not been embraced totality. So that is it. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.